What's up guys, your boy Ethan. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another video, and we are sitting in some terrible traffic right outside Encore. We're so close. 4 p.m. guys, not the best time to head over and start a session because you are just stuck here. Just stuck. You can kind of see it. This is terrible camera work, huh? You can kind of see Encore. I am so close, but the bridge went up. If you guys know if you guys are from and go to Encore, you guys know the bridge went up, I think, and we were just stuck for a while. So let's record this intro so I can hop in and get into a table, start my session, and hopefully run things up. In terms of the intro, oh my god, that car is destroyed. What? Okay, this is ridiculous. This is why we are vlogging while driving. Oh my god, that almost crashed. This is why you don't vlog and drive, people. But you can see some entertaining stuff. Can you zoom in just a little bit more? All right, well that car's wrecked. And I almost just recorded a car crash. At least we are not as irresponsible because filming and driving is always a great idea. Okay, clearly I can't, oh, and now my face is so zoomed in. Yep, it's still a pretty new camera, guys. I still don't know what I'm doing. Can I just, this is bad. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Anyways, this is the intro. It's a shit show. We'll see you guys inside. We'll go over some hands because, you know, that's it, that's it. Alright guys, so we're on a break here. You know those people that you just sit down at the table and you get a whiff of their stench and odor? Yeah, that just happened here, so it gave me a good excuse and good reason to go on a little break, sit down here, go over some hands that we played so far. So we're about like 2.5 hours into the session and we'll see how things go. So let's go over some of the hands. First hand, we have ace queen offsuit on the big blind, and there's an under the gun straddle. Love that. And there's 3 limpers to me of the straddle. The button ends up raising up to $25. Tiny bet, considering how that there's just so much dead money in the middle. So I'm out of position here. Ace queen off, very easily a 3-bet candidate. So I decided to 3-bet to $80. It folds all the way back to him, and he folds. So we take it down. We take down a bunch of dead money, free money with ace queen, and we're on to the next hand. The very next hand after that, we are in the small blind with ace deuce of clubs, and the middle position player raises it up to $10. Folds all the way back to me. Like I said, out of position with my suited ace, 3-bet here all the time to $35, $5 bigger than a normal raise. I don't know why, just went for it. And the player to my left, the big blind, actually ends up jamming for $79 total, and it folds to me. What am I gonna do here? I already committed myself, and it's only like 40 more to call, or whatever it is. Not a whole lot more to call, so 44 more to call to be exact. God, I finally did the math. But I just kind of have to call here in this spot and hope to kind of bank an ace or maybe a flush. But on the run out comes king 8-5, 2 clubs on the flop, jack of diamonds on the turn, and a 3 of clubs on the river. So we get there with a nut flush. He shows pocket 10s, and we take it down with our flush. So things are looking pretty good the first 2 hands. Third hand after that, we have king jack offsuit in the big blind. Seriously, I don't know what it is about playing out of position here, but it happens way too often. Cutoff opens up to $12, and out of position, want to see a flop, let's just call in the big blind for only $9 more. So we're heads up to a flop of king high. It's king 10-8 rainbow, and I check, hoping to see a bet or c-bet from him, and he checks it back, unfortunately. So we go to a turn, which is the jack of diamonds, brings in the backdoor flush draw as well, and we improve the top 2 on a more connected board. I check here, assuming he's gonna bet a lot of his hands, especially when I check twice. Also, he has a bunch of queen X's in this range I can get value from. So as planned, he bets $10. It's tiny, and obviously we're not gonna play for $10. We put in the check raise to 35. Basically, he's got to be committed with all his queen X hands, and I've got to be ahead a lot of the time. And he thinks a little bit and makes the call. So we go to a river, which is a deuce of hearts, complete brick. So love that. I am first to act out of position. I check, inducing a bluff. he's probably gonna bet here and probably gonna try to double barrel me off with his queen high, and he bets $50 and I snap call that, obviously. Unfortunately, he shows the goods. It's ace queen for the nut straight Broadway, and he takes it down. So he got there and played it. You know, he probably could have gotten a lot more value, but you know, it is what it is. Next hand we'll go over, we have pocket jacks in the under the gun +1 position, and there's an under the gun player who limps. He's extremely active and really talkative, and you know, I assume he's good for action. He's good for the game at the very least. So I put in the raise of $17 out of position here. We get 2 callers, middle position and under the gun player. So middle position here, we go to a flop of jack high. It's 7, jack 5, 2 clubs out there. So flopping top set against a pretty active player is awesome. So when he checks to me, I am trying to figure out a side I can get value from and also just kind of induce action. So in this instance, I bet $15. It's tiny, it's ridiculous, and I'm just trying to induce a bluff raise or any kind of a raise. The middle position player obliges and complies to our plan, and he raises it up to $50. It folds to me, and I have a real decision to make. I can 3-bet here or just flat call. Realistically, out of position, I like a 3-bet a whole lot more here, especially against this player profile, who I don't think is really going to be raising light here ever. Either has a heavy combo draw or whatever it may be. I think he's going to go with it, so I decided to put in 3-bet to 165, putting him in a decent tough spot where it's either going to have to fold or jam here, considering he isn't really that deep with only about a little bit under 300, whatever it is. And once I put in that 3-bet, he very quickly jams all in. I snap call, obviously, and we are off to the races to a run out. The run out is something on the turn. I'll show you the picture, and it's a nice little jack on the river. So we river quads, we get max value. I think we're good here a lot of the time with quad jacks. So we show and we take it down, taking a pretty big pot, and it's always nice to river quads and put that up for the vlog, and also add some clickbait so you guys actually watch this video. So leave a like if you clicked on this because it's a quads. After you smash that like button, please do. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Next hand we have ace-10 offsuit in under the gun, and we're playing 7-handed. So I open it up to $15, and we get 3 callers. Playing 7-handed, we're going 4 ways to a flop, and not really ideal because we're out of position with a very marginal hand. But flop comes ace high. It's ace-jack 4, 2 hearts out there, and the small blind donk leads $40. And I am going to flat here, given this player is very capable of overplaying 1-pair hands as I've seen in the past. Pretty active rec player, and you know, realistically, like, I think I'm good here a lot with my pair of aces and 10 kicker, but we'll see. Who knows? We'll see what develops. Everyone folds, so we're heads up to a turn, which is the 5 of clubs, bringing a backdoor flush draw. He once again leads out for $95. It's a normal sized bet, but considering his stack, he only has like $85, $90 behind, whatever it is, it's not a lot. So with that considered, it's just a jam or a fold spot, and I think I'm just way too strong to fold here ever with a pair of aces, but after some deliberation, just looking at him and tanking and thinking about the hands he could be doing this with, I guess he can do this with club heart draws, and I do block some of those with the 10 of hearts out there on my hand. And I don't feel good about this. He could be overplaying ace-9, ace-7, ace-8, ace-6, and that's about it. Could he show up with ace-queen sometimes? Yes. Ace-king, I don't believe. I think he would 3-bet this, and realistically just losing to ace-4 and ace-5, really. And I don't really know, I don't know, I just didn't feel good about it, and this was just my live read at the table. I think 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I make this jam against most players, but against him, and just given my live read, I ended up folding. I tank folded, and mainly, I mean, it's a mix of like, yeah, I'm up a decent amount and I want to preserve my session, but realistically, I just don't think I'm good here. Not thinking that he'll double barrel that big, and I think he might maybe just try to check for not only pot control, but just to see a free river card. Regardless, it's unfortunate, but I don't think I was really ahead. He takes it down. Last hand we'll go over, we have King 7 on the button. I know we're really widening things up, but we're 7-handed, we're in position finally, right? This is the first hand that I'm in position of this whole video. It's crazy. So it's a 4-way limp pot. All right, I didn't raise pre at least, and we go to a flop of 8, 9, 10, 2 diamonds out there. So we do flop open-ended with an overcard. The under the gun player leads out and bets $5, and obviously I am going nowhere. I just call, and the big blind called as well. So we're 3 ways to a turn, which is another 10. The board pairs, and action checks to me, surprisingly. Trying to take it down, I don't know what it is. I just bet $13, looking like it's for value, but realistically, I think, especially in limped pot, people give up way too easily. So I think my $13 bet can get a lot of 9 or 8 X's to fold. So we bet 13, and that doesn't happen. No one folds because they both call. So let's go to a river, which is the 6 of diamonds. Pretty nice. We do get there with our straight, but the flush also gets there as well. So the big blind checks, and under the gun player bets $45. Really big bet here, and there's no reason for him to bluff, and at the very least I have a bluff catcher, right, just with our straights. So for all those reasons, I just believe him, and I don't think anyone really is bluffing here in this spot. So I'm calling for a chop, and that's like at best I'm calling for a chop. So I lay it down, I let go my stupid straight. The big blind folds as well. He shows 10-5 of spades, and under the gun player shows Jack Deuce of diamonds for this flush. Under the gun limping Jack Deuce. That makes my King 7 look a whole lot better. So those are the hands so far. Honestly, right now, I'm thinking of racking up. It's 7:30, and I've only been here for like less than 3 hours. Like I said, I haven't been playing for too long, so I might be wrapping things up soon. I have a stack of about like 650-ish, give or take, so it's a decent session for, you know, less than 3 hours, and I kind of want to just book this win. So the table has been pretty dead. It doesn't look too fun, although it looks like someone new just hopped in, but there's a really stinky guy. So for those reasons, I probably am just gonna rack things up, head home, and watch the Thursday night football game, because it is opening night for the NFL also. So now you know how far away I am in these vlogs. I'm a little backtracked, but I kind of want to go home, watch the game, and book up this win. So probably what I'm gonna do, I'm talking myself into leaving, so I'll head into the outro, you know, sometime. Alright guys, this channel is all about consistency, and where would we be without our little garage outro? Anyways, if you guys want to know what I ended up cashing out, you can look at the end of the video and see, because a guy made a really good point in the comment section. I read all the comments. Probably shouldn't be just screaming out numbers left and right while I am walking in the garage, so thanks for you. Sometimes I'm a little stupid, so no longer going to be expressing the results, because you guys can just see it like 10 seconds after. But anyways guys, I am wrapping up here, getting home, watching the game, and yeah, we're gonna do it. Ideally, like, I know it's like a weird transition and cutoff. There was no transition actually. Man, I can't get the key out of my stupid pocket here. Ideally speaking, right, I would have loved to film myself racking up the chips and bringing them to the chip counter and getting them counted, do all that stuff that Brad and Mimi do. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury, given I am in the East Coast. They don't let me film, and they don't really like me. But anyways, I do what I can. Recording at Encore at the table's enough. So far, I haven't gotten yelled at yet, so I'm gonna keep doing it until I get yelled at. And I really like that style too. It also just helps me not record at home. So anyways, that's it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was finally a good session. Like, it's been a while since I put in like a very decent, solid session at Encore. So glad to be back on track. Hopefully road to 10K very soon. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace.